and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott now. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Murray off play action, and the pressure gets to him again. The sack by Robert Quinn.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Mike Bennett. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A 1st down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
You know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why it came up.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. Do you think those are going to be the six? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you're looking at who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have a heck of a chance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing now is Murray. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
To throw is Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the
They were just bad plays to call.
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 11 yards there, first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Murray, screen play, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. On play action, it's Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Charles Clay, 27 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Steps away, and an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. On first down, Drake. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it. They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner? Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick. Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here. Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chandler Jones coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Buying time to his left. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now Murray. Left side here, caught by Clay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Pharoh Cooper in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
On 2nd and 10, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Cooper was the target there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now it's 3rd down. This is Elliott. And some room to roam now. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
There you go. Get your eye in. Ricky.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 25 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. They saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They find some open field here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Brissett sets to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.